Bitcoin has dropped over 10% since the spot Bitcoin ETF was approved. And now a lot of people are getting worried as to what's going on with Bitcoin and are we going to continue to crash even further. So today I want to talk about what's going on in the overall crypto market, key things going on with Bitcoin, FTX, and Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, and also what you need to know with Ethereum and a spot Ethereum ETF. So we're looking at the overall crypto market right now. We're seeing that the overall cryptocurrency market cap is sitting at a $1.5 trillion mark, which is above the key support of $1.5 trillion. So this is a good sign. In addition to this, we're seeing that Bitcoin is hovering just under $40,000 per coin at around $39,000, and Ethereum is hovering just under $2,200 per coin. So, but as you can see on this chart right here, Bitcoin in terms of technicals broke below a key support of $40,000 to $41,000 per coin. This is a level that I haven't changed on this chart in really years, and these dotted lines are key supports and resistance. And if you look at this, I had said that if Bitcoin had a weekly close below $41,000 per coin, where we're likely going to see it retest that $37,500. So that is what I'm expecting right now, because we have broken below that $41,000 per coin. So I'm very much expecting Bitcoin to continue dropping down and at least touch, whether that's on like a daily liquidation, whether that's on just a bit of a shakeout. Either way, I'm expecting Bitcoin to touch this lower level support of $37,500. So we did drop down as low as around $38,500, but I'm expecting a retest of that $37,500 per coin level. So keep an eye out on that if you're a short-term trader. If you're a long-term trader, well, I would say, look, we're seeing Bitcoin drop into the $30,000 per coin range. That is a great spot to accumulate long-term if you're just, not really using any leverage and you're just looking to add more to your portfolio. That's a great position to be. I wanted to quickly interrupt today's video to bring you a word from our channel partner, BYDFi. BYDFi is a Singapore-based cryptocurrency exchange that was established back in 2019, and it has grown really rapidly to over 150 countries with over 500,000 users, and it's probably the fastest growing cryptocurrency exchange that I've ever seen. The number one reason why I recently started trading on this platform is because with everything going on in the crypto market with a spot Bitcoin ETF and all the volatility, I want to be able to capitalize on the market, and with BYDFi, they offer up to 200x leverage, and I haven't come across any other reputable exchange that allows you to have these levels of leverage. In addition to that, they've been consistently seeing over $300 million of spot trading volume every single day, around $500 million in perpetual futures trading volume, and this is just completely unheard of for a newer crypto exchange to see that so many people already use the platform, already trust it, already use it every single day. So in addition to all this, one of the other things I really like the platform, in addition to their leverage and their trading options, is that it's extremely agile and like adding new tokens. Because it's a newer company, they're always looking at what their community wants, and they are one of the first exchanges to add new crypto tokens, which is extremely beneficial if you trade, because you like to see when projects are getting all the hype, when there's a lot of activity going on. It's not always easy to trade those tokens, but BYDFi is always adding new tokens, and it's extremely easy to sign up. You don't need any KYC. You can just use a Gmail. So BYDFi is definitely worth checking out. If you're interested in investing in crypto and you like trading, it has a simple design, allows you to use up to 200x leverage, and has a proven track record of keeping user funds secure, proven by the fact that hundreds of millions of dollars are traded on it every single day, and people have started to use this platform very, very quickly. So use the link in the description, and you can get up to $2,888 in new user bonuses today, and let me know your thoughts. Anyways, let's get back to the program. Now I want to talk about what's been going on with the spot Bitcoin ETF and why we are seeing the market crash, because we have seen that Bitcoin is riding a new wave of $600 million of GBTC being offloaded. This has resulted in a 2-month low price for Bitcoin, and that is the main reason why we're seeing Bitcoin continue to drop. So you could see that Grayscale Bitcoin Trust had around $30 billion in assets under management before that spot Bitcoin ETF approval. Now we're seeing that it still has more than $20 billion in assets under management, but it it has dropped significantly over the last few weeks since we have seen that approval. So over the last 24 hours alone, we have seen that Grayscale has deposited an additional 15,000 Bitcoin worth around $588 million to Coinbase Prime. And that really means that they're probably going to be selling these Bitcoin. We're seeing them offload tens of thousands of Bitcoin, hundreds of millions of dollars worth over the last few days. And that's why we've been seeing Bitcoin's price drop. So today we saw around 15,000 Bitcoin deposited onto Coinbase Prime by Grayscale. And then just the other day, we saw another 15,300. So $600 million the other day, another $588 million today. That's the reason why we're seeing it continue to drop, because we're seeing a lot of people sell their Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Now let's talk about what's going on with Ethereum, because actually there's quite a bit of good news. We're seeing that an Ethereum ETF is expected to come much sooner than you're expecting. And if you look at current filings, there are currently 7 spot Ethereum ETF applications sitting on the SEC's desk. This time, we're seeing that VanEck is the first in line with a deadline of May 23rd, 2024. We're seeing that BlackRock, they have an application that is for August. And this time, I'm pretty much guaranteeing and expecting that we are going to see an Ethereum, a spot Ethereum ETF approved, because we've already seen a spot Bitcoin ETF approved. So this is something that is going to be very likely going to happen, and I would expect that this time around we'll probably have a more positive effect on the market than what we saw with the Grayscale Bitcoin situation and people just offloading Grayscale Bitcoin. So I'm expecting within a spot Ethereum ETF, I'm expecting that we will see one in 2024, and this will hopefully be a much more positive catalyst for the market, considering the fact that we already dealt with all of the spot Bitcoin ETF drama. Last thing I do want to go over is going to be with JP Morgan, because we saw that JP Morgan came out and downgraded Coinbase's stock to underweight after we saw disappointing results from the spot Bitcoin ETF approval. Coinbase has actually been performing quite well in terms of their stock price over the last year. If you're looking at the last year, they're up around 121% from a low of right around $50 per share. So right now we're seeing that it did reach a high of around $185 to $190 per share back in December, just a month ago. It's down significantly since then, but I would say I'd be very careful with Coinbase stock right now if you're invested in it. While I am bullish on crypto long term, I would be pretty hesitant on investing at Coinbase at these prices. It currently has around a $30 billion market cap, simply because of the fact that we're seeing there's not a lot of bullishness going on in the crypto space at the very moment. And with this current valuation, I have owned Coinbase stock for a long time. I've been in it since around that $50 per coin, $50 per share mark. They were even lower than that earlier in 2022. They dropped at the beginning of 2023 to $30 per share. So I was in this since around that $55 to $70 per share mark, but I haven't sold any. I'm just definitely not going to be buying any more at these prices where we currently are at. So we can see that JP Morgan has downgraded the stock to underweight, and they have a price target on it of around $80 per share. They're saying that they are predicting by the end of 2024, it's going to be around $80 per share. So just keep an eye out on this. If you're invested in stocks, I personally invest in quite a bit of different stocks, but Coinbase is one of my holdings, and I thought it's pretty relevant to the video because it's about the crypto market as well.